Last time we looked at the first chapter of Matthew and how the prophecy was fulfilled in Jesus' birth of Emmanuel, God with us. And now we're going to look at the very last chapter of the book of Matthew, where Jesus once again restates that fact that he is with us. And that's from the passage that we often refer to as the Great Commission, found in Matthew 28, starting in verse 18. And Jesus came up and spoke to them, that was the disciples, and said, "All authority has been given to me in heaven and on earth. Go therefore and make disciples of all the nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit, teaching them to observe all that I commanded you. And lo, I am with you always, even to the end of the age." And I think what we see here in Jesus' promise to us is that God's presence enables us to make disciples. And I know a lot of times we think, I'm not qualified. I haven't been to Bible college or seminary. I didn't grow up in the church. I don't even know all the names of the books of the Bible in the order that they go in. How could I possibly make disciples? But part of that process is said right in that verse, that we make disciples by teaching people to obey what Jesus has commanded. And that doesn't require a PhD. That requires a relationship with Jesus and a knowledge of what he has commanded. Not everything, just something, so that we can share with those who maybe are a little further behind us on that path of discipleship. But the key is that the power doesn't come from us. Jesus starts out by saying, all authority has been given to me. He has all authority. He has all power in heaven and on earth. And he promises to be with us in every conversation, in every circumstance, in every question, whether we're able to answer it or not answer it. He promises to be with us. And that's what allows us to be bold in sharing our faith. That's what allows us to take the things that we're learning and tell them to somebody else. It's in that process that discipleship happens. And so I would encourage you today to first of all think about, am I growing in my faith at all? Or did I at some point put my trust in Jesus, sort of figure, I don't need to do anything else now? Am I growing? Am I growing by being in the Word? Am I growing by praying? Am I growing by being in fellowship with other people? Am I growing by allowing others to hold me accountable so that my life reflects what I say I believe? And when it doesn't, am I allowing somebody to say, hey, Judy, have you thought about the fact that? And then to consider that and allow the Holy Spirit to use other people in my life. God's presence is what empowers us to be able to make disciples. It's a tremendous privilege that Jesus has called us to partner with him in this process of disciple making. And so today, let's look for opportunities where we can speak into someone else's life, not in our own strength, not with our own words, but through the power of the presence of Jesus with us.